p.m., you're sitting wondering where the hell the weekend went. Sound familiar?
Absolutely. Every single week. I swear my weekends get abducted by aliens.
Right. Friday, you're like, this is going to be the weekend. Then, boom, Monday morning hits, and you feel like you ran a marathon through a laundry pile.
Absolutely. That's way too accurate. Yeah,
Well, today we're going to fix that. I'm Curtis, and
I'm already.
all right, thanks, RJ, for coming on today. I know we have some issues starting up, but hey, that's the way it works. But here we are. And we're about to blow your mind with something we call the weekend blueprint. Stick around because this could be literally transform how you spend the weekend for the next 52 weekends of your life. All right, welcome to the Parent Support Circle podcast. Let me switch up something here. This is what we're talking about today. Bam, look at that little graphic thing I got. Hopefully it works. You can see it well. Um, if it's your first time, hit the subscribe button right now because we're about to drop some serious weekend wisdom.
So, Curtis, I gotta ask, what inspired this whole weekend blueprint thing? Because I know we weren't always weekend warriors.
That's right. Dude, you're calling me out, eh? I used to be the king of wasted weekends. I'm talking about sleeping until noon on Saturday, binge watching Netflix, my eyes bled, then panic on Sunday night because I accomplished absolutely nothing.
So yeah, that was me. Last weekend, absolutely same thing.
But here's the thing, I realized I was treating my weekends like some kind of recovery period from my life instead of actually living my life, and that's when everything started to change.
Okay, so tell us more. What exactly is the weekend blueprint?
Well, picture this. What if I told you that you just had 48 hours? You could recharge your batteries, spend quality time with your family, and make serious progress on your dreams, all without feeling like you need a vacation from your weekend.
That's pretty much impossible.
You think so? That's exactly what I thought. But then I met Sarah. So, Sarah is a marketing manager, mom of two. She was living in what I call weekend survival mode.
Okay, so tell us, what did Sarah do that was so important?
So every Saturday morning, she'd wake up with these grand plans. She wanted to organize her home office, spend time with the kids, meal prep for the weekend, and make and work on her blog that she was trying to turn into a side business.
Ambitious. That sounds like a lot to accomplish in one weekend.
That's right. But on Saturday afternoon, what had she actually done?
Let me guess. Laundry and groceries.
Haha, you're right on. You nailed it. Plus, breaking up about 847 sibling fights. Sunday wasn't any better. Just panic clearing before Monday showed up like an unwelcome relative.
Sounds like something we can all relate to.
That's right, because we've all been Sarah. But here's where it gets good. Sarah discovered something that productivity experts called the weekend sweet spot.
So tell us about this sweet spot then.
Sure, it's that musical balance between three things: rest and rejuvenation, because burnout isn't a badge of honor. Family connection time, your loved ones deserve more of your and leftover energy, and personal and professional growth. Your dreams need weekend attention too.
So, how did Sarah crack this code?
Well, she started with 15 minutes on Friday night. That's it. 15 minutes that literally saved her 3 hours every weekend. Oh, strange. I guess something RJ has disappeared again. Let's try to re-add him again. Must have clicked out there for a second. Lovely lives. Gotta love the lives, RJ.
Sorry about that.
Yep, it's all
Yeah,
good.
having internet troubles, so can't explain.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
asked you how
yeah.
Sarah could crack the
What happens when you
code.
go live,
What
buddy?
was?
All right. So what she did, she started 15 minutes on Friday night. That's 50 minutes that literally saved her 3 hours every weekend.
So what could you possibly do in 15 minutes that makes a difference?
This is what I called the Friday Night Foundation. Sarah would brain dump everything on her mind, categories into tasks of must do, want to do, and maybe someday. Then time block her entire weekend.
Time blocking on weekends. So doesn't that remove spontaneity? Like, how do you get to enjoy your weekend?
Well, that's what I thought too. But think about it like a GPS for your weekend. You wouldn't drive to a new city without any direction, so why navigate your weekend without a plan?
Absolutely. Kind of makes sense.
Right on. So, and here's the crazy part. Within 6 months of doing this, Sarah Sideblock went from $0 to $500 a month just from her Saturday morning writing sessions because she blocked that time out, right?
Wait, so she was working on her business during family time?
No, no, no. This is the key. She was working on her business before her family time. She discovered the golden morning hours before everyone else woke up. All right, let me break it down the actual weekend
Got you.
blueprint framework
Brilliant.
for everyone listening.
All right, so get your pen and pad ready. Start taking some notes.
Yep. So here are the 3 phases. Phase 1 is what we're just talked about, the Friday Night Foundation. Just 15 minutes of planning that sets up your entire weekend for success.
Okay, and what's phase 2?
All right, so Saturday strategy, I call it the productivity sandwich.
and I love that you're making productivity sound delicious.
Hey, it works. So the morning bun is your personal power time. So let's say 7 to 9 a.m. Then it's 30 minutes of self-care, then 60 to 90 minutes on passion projects, and properly fuel your body. So make sure you have a great breakfast.
So this is before everybody else wakes up, right?
Exactly, RJ. And that's the meat of your day. From 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., that's quality family time mixed with essential tasks. But here's the trick. You batch your errands and chores so they don't take up, or rather take over your whole day.
So we're setting it up as a delicious meal for the weekend. So what's the evening bun?
Well, the evening bun is that's from 4 to 8 p.m. It's connection and preparation time. Whatever fills your cup, family bond activities, and getting ready for Sunday success.
Absolutely. And then so what happens on Sunday?
Well, that's phase 3, Sunday systems. I call it the recharge and reset day. You've got your triple R strategy, recharge in the morning with gentle movement and no rushing. Reflect in the afternoon with weekly review and goal tracking, and then reset in the evening with meal prep and early bedtime.
And that sounds amazing in theory. But what happens when real life gets in the way? Kids get sick, things come up unexpectedly.
That's a great question. Let me tell you about the Johnson family. The Johnsons were stuck in what I call Saturday chore spiral.
Yep, I know this one. You start folding laundry at 9 a.m. and somehow it's dark outside before you've even finished anything.
Exactly. So what they did, they flipped the script. They implemented adventure first, chores second. Every Saturday they chose one family adventure before touching any household tasks.
That's absolutely brilliant. Again, you get to do things as a family, spend that quality time.
hmm
So, what happened?
Well, the kids were happier. They created actual memories instead of just maintaining their house and chores. Chores did get done faster because they weren't the main event anymore.
Absolutely. Great, great idea. So, any other success stories?
Oh yeah, Mike the accountant. This guy was dreaming of launching a woodworking business, but he felt like he never had time.
So, let me guess the Sunday morning productivity block.
You got it. 3 hours every Sunday. Coffee and planning from 7 to 8. Hands on working from 8 to 10. Then business tasks for 30 minutes.
And
Within 8 months, his Sunday hobby became a $2,000 per month side business. He now sells custom furniture and teaches weekend workshops.
incredible. So this really could work for everyone.
Well, you gotta avoid the common mistake. Want to hear the big ones?
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
Right on. Then I'll wing it up. Wing it up. Trap. No, no planning leads to weekend wandering. The perfection paralysis, waiting for the perfect routine instead of starting. And my personal favorite, the comparison game.
What is that? What's a comparison game?
So when your weekend doesn't look like an Instagram, you think you're doing it wrong. But here's the truth. The weekend blueprint should be as unique as you are.
Absolutely. That's important because we're all different, right? So planning it your own way.
Yep. So let's get practical for a minute, RJ. What's your biggest weekend challenge?
Honestly, I feel guilty if I work on my side projects during what's supposed to be family time. Family time gets in the way, but yet we're supposed to have family time.
That is huge. Here's a mindset shift that changed everything for me. Pursuing your dreams teaches your children that their dreams matter too. Plus, a fulfilled parent is a better parent.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. So,
Are you are you are you not taking away from family time? You're adding it to be more present and energized when you are with them.
okay. And then what about meal prep? We talked about that. Everyone talks about it, but it seems almost like overwhelming. With all the things going on during the weekend, we hardly get time for that.
That's right. So Sarah got this down to 90 minutes total. 30 minutes grocery shopping with a specific list, 45 minutes of batch cooking proteins and chopping vegetables, and 50 minutes positioning, portioning, and storing.
That's it.
That's it. She does sheet pan dinners, slow cooker meals that cook while she works, and assembly line breakfast burritos the kids can grab all week.
I like that idea of the meals that cook while you work. Again, you know what? You get it all set up, put it in the oven. Now you've got 45 minutes to an hour to get something else done. I'm definitely going to try that. But
Yep.
what about technology? We always talk about that. Are there any apps that can actually help?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Just keep it simple. Google Calendar for time blocking, Cozy for family coordination, and honestly, sometimes a paper planner works better than any app because everybody can see it on the fridge, right?
Absolutely, the best tool the best tool out there is the one that you'll actually use, right?
Exactly, exactly. Now let me give everyone listening the actual action plan to get started. So what is it? So here's your weekend blueprint plan. Week 1 is an assessment and planning.
Absolutely, no judgment, just awareness, right?
Yep. Right. So track how you currently spend your weekends. Identify the top 3 priorities and choose one small change.
And I don't think a lot of us spend that time tracking what we actually do, and there's why we get lost. So, what about week two?
Yep. So week 2 is morning routine implementation. Establishing a consistent wake up routine and time. Create a 30-minute morning routine and plan one family activity plus one personal development activity.
I love that. That's a nice little package to ensure we have all of the aspects of a healthy family life, as well as catering to ourselves. So, I like that. What about week three?
So week 3, systems and batch tasks. Implement that Friday night foundation we talked about earlier. Batch similar tasks together and create a Sunday night prep routine.
Again, brilliant. We're planning things out before we start the weekend. So, week four.
So what we do here is optimize and adjust accordingly. Review what worked, adjust based on your family's needs, and plan next month's goals.
So we put this into a nice little package on how to implement this in a month. Completely actionable. How do we measure success beyond just checking off tasks?
Great question, RJ. Track your energy levels on Monday morning, family satisfaction, personal growth progress, and stress levels throughout the week, and overall life satisfaction.
So Sarah mentioned something about Monday mornings, right?
That's right. She said that she used to dread Mondays because she felt like she wasted her weekend. Now she gets excited about the week
Mhm.
because she feels recharged, connected, and like she's making progress on her dreams.
That's a win.
Yep. You know what the biggest transformation for Sarah was?
Absolutely. The change in mindset.
Exactly. She stopped seeing weekends as time to catch up on everything she couldn't do during the week. Instead, she started viewing them as a strategic time to move forward in all areas of her life.
And that's powerful right there.
Yep, she told me I realized I was treating my weekends like a dumping ground for everything I couldn't fit into the weekdays. Now I see them as precious time to invest in what matters most: my family, my health, my dreams, and my future.
hmm And I think that's going to hit home for a lot of people out there.
The weekend blueprint isn't about creating a perfect schedule that you follow robotically. It's about intentional with your most precious resource is your time.
Absolutely. Creating the weekends that you want. Weekends that energize you rather than drain you and take that, energy out of you.
That's correct. You with your family instead of stressing out about everyone out there.
And that move closer to your goals, right? Instead of keeping you stuck in the maintenance mode, just trying to make it happen.
Yep. Your weekends can be more than just a brief pause between workdays. They can be actually launching pad for the life you really want to live. So, all right, everyone listening, here's my challenge for you.
Love a good challenge. Look, we don't do anything here if we're not going to push you to try and implement this stuff.
That's right. So, this Saturday, pick one thing from what we talked about today. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier for some personal time. Plan on one family event or activity, or dedicate an hour to something you're passionate about.
Absolutely. Stay small, stay consistent. I actually would recommend that they start with that weekend or that week one routine, right?
Yep,
Start that planning phase right off the bat.
exactly. The best weekend routine is the one you actually stick to. Start small, stay consistent, which is the key point of staying consistent, and watch as your Saturday and Sundays transform from time that happens to you instead of what works for you.
Absolutely. Your future self and your family will thank you.
Now that's what I need from you. If this episode resonates with you, if you're ready to claim your weekends back, I need you to do three things right now.
Don't wait till later. Do it right now.
Yeah, first, smash the subscribe button. We're dropping life changing content like this every single week, and we don't want you to miss it.
Yep. Ring that bell. Second, hit that like button. If this episode gave you one actionable idea that you're going to try this weekend.
And the third one is this is a big one, ring that notification bell so YouTube tells you the moment we drop new episodes because what we're building here isn't just a podcast, it's a community of people who refuse to settle for average weekends.
Absolutely. Because we are weekend warriors.
We're the people who understand how you spent your weekend determines the quality of your entire life.
Absolutely. And we're just getting started here.
Oh, and one more thing, drop a comment below and tell us your biggest weekend challenge. We read every single comment, and your question might inspire our next episode.
And better yet, tell us about your weekend win once you put this strategy in place.
Right on. I'm RJ. I'm sorry. I'm Curtis, and he is RJ. We'll see you next week for another episode. This is going to upgrade your life. Until then, claim your weekend back. Peace out, weekend warriors. Bye.
Peace out.